clientele in 2024, right? I think that people underestimate the power of social media. And I say this because back when I was a struggling stylist trying to get clientele from a kid, because I've been doing this since I was a kid, and in like 2019, 2020, that's when I started realizing, oh girl, like switch it up. Like that's when it started clicking in my head, the things that I needed to do in order to make, to get clientele and become the 6-figure stylist that I did become. That I am. Okay. So this is gonna kind of be like a repetition off of the first video that I did. But I guess now I have kind of like time to go in depth. PSA, this is in no order. I'm literally just thinking off the top of my head, things that come to my head. Because like I said, I just picked up the camera and just started making this video. So yeah, I'm trying to think, like, how could I even start this off? Like, you know what? I'm going to give you a scenario. If I was a stylist starting out in 2024, no clientele, what would I do? What would I do? Okay. I would get models, right? And I would do their hair because you're going to need content, right? And back then, I feel like people, like, we would just like post pictures or whatever. And also, not even that. Also, word of mouth was the tool back then. Like, that was it. Word of mouth is still it today because my clients, they refer. I do everybody hair rakers at this point now. Like, everybody. The hospital, I do everybody's hair at some hospital somewhere, because all of their coworkers always ask my clients, who did your hair? So yeah, so I would get models. You could do your sister's hair, your cousin's hair, your mom's hair, do your hair, do somebody's hair, and get content out of it, right? Also, what I would do is I would document my journey. People love a story. People want to follow your story. People want to follow you. So you have to remember, in 2024, like, yes, you can just post your hair content and keep going on about your day. But remember, people want to know who is behind the chair. Who is the artist? We want to know who the artist is. I'm not even going to lie. I want to know who the artist is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get my hair done by somebody, and I'll go on their page and I'll see if they have any content where they are promoting themselves. And okay, what does this person look like? Do they seem nice? Do they seem personable? Can I talk to them? Do they know, does it look like they know what they're talking about when it comes to hair? Are they going to be able to care for my hair? Like, people want to know who you are. And I definitely think that helps. And I'm not even just saying this through me, but my clients, like, one of my clients the other day, she said, yeah, I was looking at your page, and she said, I already knew I was going to connect with you before I even booked my appointment, just off of my page. She was on my TikTok. And I don't even really post on TikTok like that. Well, I will. Y'all gonna see like me in the same outfit. But if you look at my TikTok like after watching this video, but I would just post things that I would post on Instagram. And I really wasn't even posting myself too much, although my TikTok is actually my personal TikTok. Like, I don't really have an Ace of Lens hair TikTok. I just post everything that I post on my Instagram. So she was basically saying how, I knew that we would connect because, I guess she just related to me through my TikTok, which was amazing. And that was one of the reasons she booked with me. I mean, she loved my work as well. She said that. But she said what also got her to book was the fact that she felt like I was a good human being. I was a fit for her. There's nothing like going to your stylist and you're able to talk and just not even and just vibe and just and sometimes you don't even have to talk. Like, you could just feel comfortable being in that setting. And like, for example, when I get my hair done by my stylist, like, for example, Mani or Amoya, I I like going because we're able to talk and I'm comfortable with them. And even if I don't feel like talking, if they don't feel like talking, I feel comfortable in the space. I know people talk a lot about, they don't feel comfortable with their stylist, and that definitely plays a part. That's why people will be like, yeah, I love my stylist. That's definitely a reason. Yeah, they love the way their hair is laid and everything like that, but it's a whole experience. So you want to give people the experience of being with you, because it's like you doing your artwork, and then it's you as a person. That's a package. You are a package. So I definitely think that is one major thing. And also that goes back to making your clients feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, get your models or whatever, and make your content. And when you do have people in your chair, make sure you are making people feel comfortable. I know for a fact when you come to me, right? Have a set of have a list of things that you say, right? And don't make it seem like you're just asking questions, like one question, two question. No, try to have a conversation. You can say, "Hi, how are you doing? What are you getting your hair done for today? Are you going somewhere, or are you just getting your hair done?" I literally say that. I'm like, "Oh, why are you getting your hair done? Are you going somewhere, or are you just getting your hair done?" They'll say, "Oh, I'm going on vacation." Hey, oh, I'm just getting my hair done because I want to get it done. I'm going to a baby shower. It's my birthday. Then you get to guide the conversation. Oh, okay, well, where are you going? You're going to Jamaica? Oh, how long are you going to Jamaica for? Who are you going with? It just starts the conversation. So make your clients feel comfortable. And not only do you want to make your clients feel comfortable, and like, not only do you want to make clients feel comfortable, obviously. What was I getting at? I'm trying to get at, this also helps with retention and keeping your clients. Because yes, you can get somebody in your chair, that's cool, but can you bring them back? And you being relatable and talking to your client and making them feel comfortable and just getting to know them, that definitely helps with retention. Okay, people want to feel like, oh, my stylist cares about me, or I can talk to my stylist about whatever. Because guess what? We're the therapist. We are the therapist, okay? Whether you like it or not, we're therapists. So, people want to talk to us. It is a time for the girls to vent and let out whatever they need to let out. And you just have to be that girl for them. I feel like in this industry, you have to be a girl's girl. Like, you just have to know how to get along with people, right? Like, yeah, just get along with them and just do your job, do your due diligence, and let people know that you're here for them. Anything they have going on, you can let them, they can let you know and things like that. And just let your clients feel comfortable. Now, I do know for a fact sometimes people can come in and maybe they have maybe somebody passed away or something like that, or they're going through a heartbreak, and I don't know, sometimes things can be draining on you. So you don't even have to talk about stuff like that. Turn on a movie. Listen to some music, and if it gets to that, you can change the subject, or like I said, turn on a movie and you guys can watch something you both want to watch, or or put on a podcast. I know sometimes I've had clients come in and they're having horrible weeks, horrible days, things are going on in their family life, and me personally, I love listening to podcasts, so I'll put on a podcast that's very positive for them to listen to. So this definitely goes into client retention. So yeah, that's that. Like I said, this is going to be all over the place, and it clearly is, because I was just talking about getting models and now I'm talking about client retention. But gotta do with what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, so back to the models part. My bad, y'all. So get your models, get your content, right? And like I said before in the last video, make sure you are good at what you're doing. Make sure you are niching down. And I say niche down because, especially starting out, you want to start to become good at one thing. Master one thing and let that be what you're known for. If you don't want to just keep on doing that one thing forever, you don't have to. But when you are trying to grow your clientele, try to focus on one thing. For example, I'm a braider. I focus on braids, right? If you want to focus on weaves, like sew-ins, if you want to focus on wig installs, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be just one specific style. Like, I don't just do stitch braids. I do knotless braids. And I don't just do straight back stitch braids. I can do a whole bunch of different styles. I add the boho curls. I do the baby hairs. I do the whole nine. If you are a wig, if you are a stylist who does wig installs, you know, show middle part, side part, do ponytails. Be a master at what you do. Be a master at what you do. Okay? That is the number one key that I'm going to give you. Be a master at what you do. Niche down. That right there is the, I think that's a very big role in being able to gain clientele in 2024. People kind of go, like, for example, think about it now. Not everybody, for the most part, but most people have their designated braider. They have their designated wig stylist. They have their designated person that they go to for when they want sew-ins. They have their designated person probably that they go to when they want a silk press. So be that person who, when I think of you, when people think of me, when people think of Ace of Lens, they think, oh, braids. I'm going to go to Ace for braids. As you should. Okay? Because my wig installs may not be as fire as, for example, Mani, the hair doctor. That's who I go to for my wig installs. Okay? When I want to sew in, when I want to half up, half down, I go to Blaze Styles. She eats at a frontal, a wig install, all of that too. But I'm just giving you guys different examples. You know, like, figure out what you want to niche down in. That's that, okay? And I think that is very important. And you focus on when you focus on one thing and master that one thing, you're amazing. Once you master that, you can go into the next thing. You could start to become a versatile stylist, but master one thing, okay? Because I see people all the time and they want to be a full all-around stylist, and it's like, baby, nothing you do is cute. Nothing you do is super top tier. Make something hit. Do your big one on that one thing. Be that girl for that one thing. Okay? Okay. Now, what's next? Okay, so you got that down pack. You got your models. Work it on them, right? Do your big one on them. Do the content. You can do content from the beginning to the end. Show them walking in, show your perspective. You could do a voiceover. You could do just some music over it. You could show the process. You know what I'm saying? Do a little skit. Something that is going to make the viewer want to watch, right? And you want views, okay? Because yeah, you may get 1,000 views and 2 people may book, but that's just, it's all math. It's all math, okay? A million people might view, and you get 100 people that book. It's all math, okay? You need the views to get the bookings. Does that make sense? Because if nobody's looking at it, then there's no math in who's gonna book. 0 + 0 = 0. I hope that even makes sense. Okay? So you want to get your name out there. You want people to know who you are. Nobody's going to know who you are if you don't post. Okay? You can hand out your business cards. You can do all of that. But to be honest with you, I have very rarely handed out business cards and somebody has booked me through them. And that's just me. Now, I have a cousin in Georgia. I actually have 2 cousins in Georgia. And they both do hair. And they both specialize in locks. Now, That may be for Georgia, I don't know, but for me, I'm like, they actively hand out their cards and they are booked and busy. Now, it works for some people, it doesn't work for me. I feel like with social media, you get to choose your client. Well, not you get to choose your clientele. You do actually get to choose your clientele, and I'm gonna tell you. But your clientele gets to choose you. Okay? And that goes back to what I said, where my client just felt comfortable before she even met me. She knew exactly how I structure my business, and she's looking at my page and she's like, okay, those girls are like me. I feel like I can relate to those girls. So she chose me as her stylist. Now, when I said you choose your clients, you market to who you want to sit in your chair. If I don't know why he was so close to my car. If I want the top tier soft life luxury girls, those girls, the it girls to come to me, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post the it girls on my page, and guess what? The it girls are like, oh, the it girls go to her. I'm an it girl. I want to be an it girl. How can I be an it girl? Let me go to Ace of Lens, because that seems to be where all the it girls go. So that's what I mean by you get to choose your clientele too. Okay? When people say, I see a lot of people on threads talking about, people who are trying to build a clientele and everything like that. The beauty industry is dead. There's nobody wants to book. People are being cheap. Everybody's asking me about pricing. Nobody wants to pay the pricing. It's because you're not marketing yourself correctly, baby girl. You're not. Now, if you market yourself properly, then you're going to run into the girls who got the money for what they want. People are going to pay for what they want to pay for. So you just have to make your stuff worth paying for. So yeah, make sure you're marketing correctly. And like I said, that goes with the models. So when you are posting your content, make sure it represents the brand that you are trying to put out there. I think that is that like everything I'm telling you, I'm like, oh, this is very important. This is the top. Everything I'm telling you is important. Okay. So also, it's also a waiting game. But while you are waiting, make sure you are working. Okay. You could be like, for example, even if you do braids and you don't have no clients, girl, go get you a mannequin. Go get a wig and braid on the wig. Go on live. Do your hair on live. Do a style of you braiding on live. You don't have no clients? Do your hair on live. Okay? You could post a sale. You could, and you know what? And I don't even like sales like that. I really don't, because I feel like sales attract the wrong audience. But, this is a but. My father told me anything after but is BS. But, in order sometimes to get people to sit in your chair, you're going to have to do that. And, you're going to have to suck it up for a little bit. I know I sure did. Because that, did I even post a sale? I didn't post a sale, but I did not have super high pricing. And I didn't have super high pricing for a reason, because I wanted to get people in my chair. So, like, fast. So I could get photos and things like that. So, get your photos, get your content, get people in your chair. That's what I'm saying. You might want to do a sale. It's not going to get you your clientele, but do your big one on those girls, and you post and you make it look as amazing as you can, and you can raise your prices, and you'll slowly begin to market yourself and get the clientele that aligns with you. Facebook groups. I posted on those Facebook groups every single day. Not once a day, not twice a day, 3 and 4 times a day. And also what I did is I said, I include washing services. I include braiding hair. Include things that's not going to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? Obviously include it into your pricing, but do things, have incentives for your clients. You know what I'm saying? I know some people, they'll they will say, oh, they have snacks and this and that. I mean, I don't understand why people will like that. That's not gonna get me in the door. But I have a friend. She says that, that, like, people like to book because you have snacks and things like that. Me, I don't care about no snacks. I'll bring my own snacks. But, do things that people will want to come for. Give incentives, okay? Yeah. Like, it's really like the little but the big things. So make sure you're posting in those groups. I was going live every day. Every day. And if I wasn't going live, I was making content. And if I wasn't making content, I was planning on how I'm going to market. If I wasn't, like, it was always something that I was doing. So you always need to do something. And the reason I say you always need to be doing something as far as, trying to get people in your chair is because although you may feel like, oh, nobody's booking and I'm doing all of this, it's the moment that you just keep on going. You keep on going. Somebody's going to book. When I think, I'm like, oh, this is not working, I think I might stop. But I keep going. Somebody books. Okay? You're going to make a sale in some type of way. You have to keep going. It's really about putting it in the atmosphere. Okay? You're working for it and it's going to come. Everything is going to align the way it should. It may not come when you want it to, but trust me, when it comes, you're going to be ready for it because you are working towards whatever it is. So definitely keep that in mind. I'm trying to think. I want to give you guys one more thing before I get off of this. What's one more thing? Because I have a whole bunch, but I'm just trying to give you guys like the key things right now, right? I'm so happy for you. But that's not how it's going to work for majority of the people out here trying to do their thing. And that goes for stylists. That goes for anybody in the beauty industry, service providers. That goes for somebody trying to start a clothing brand, whatever it is. Don't expect those people to support you, or especially not offer it. Some people just value their dollar, and they don't want just anybody playing in their head, and maybe you're just not there yet. So don't take it anyway. You're not there yet. They don't have the funds for you when you do become there. It's so many different reasons, and sometimes people just don't want to support you, and that's fine, because your biggest supporter is someone you don't even know. So I hope that kind of helps somebody. I do have a lot more to go tell you guys about, gaining clientele and things of that nature. But this is just something that I thought I would spit out real quick that just came to the top of my head. I'll do another video. Just let me know if you guys want the other video, and if you ask, you may receive. Peace, y'all. Okay. So, and the things that I feel like maybe this is 3 tips or 4. I don't know. I don't want to give y'all all in one video because I do want to make other videos to tell you guys exactly what to do so I can go more in depth, because what I did tell you guys before, the first video that I posted, was not that in depth. So now the third or fourth thing that I'm going to tell you guys is get an influencer or like somebody that and this kind of goes back to the models though, but get an influencer. And an influencer doesn't mean somebody who has 100,000 followers. An influencer doesn't mean somebody who has 50K followers. An influencer can have 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, whatever. An influencer is someone who has influence amongst people. So in your neighborhood, whoever you feel is that girl has influence. Like, for example, we all know that one girl in high school who dressed real well, and everybody kind of was just like, "Ooh, she got that on." They might wear what she got on. If she put on some long socks or something like that, a couple weeks later, everybody gonna come in with long socks on. That's your girl. That's your girl. Have her. She could be your brand ambassador, or you could just, do her hair a few times and she promotes you and she tags you and she talks about you, and you do her hair and you post it and things like that, okay? I feel like having somebody with influence who you are servicing is definitely a great way to build your clientele. And not only, and what I'm saying is, the reason I said to have them as your ambassador, and like I'm gonna use that word real loosely, because I technically don't have like a brand ambassador. I don't call anybody my brand ambassador. But what I'm trying to get to you guys is, do that person's hair more than one time. Do their hair consistently, okay? For example, when you think of, I'm trying to think, what's a brand that we can think of that aligns with somebody? Okay. So when you think of Arrogante, right? Whose hair comes to your head? Like who's somebody that comes to your head when you think of Arrogante, as far as whose hair that he does, right? Ari, right? Okay. So you be Arrogante, who's your Ari? You know what I'm saying? For example, everybody knows when Chanel Richie gets her braids done, who does it? Ace of Lens, right? So when you see her, you think braids, you think of Ace of Lens, okay? So if you are whoever you are, you could say you are Miss Best Stylist, and you Miss Best Stylist, you do Ariana's hair. Everybody know Ariana hair, Miss Best Stylist, okay? So do that person's hair consistently. And what it does is it creates trust within whoever's viewing. So sometimes people might view you do somebody's hair and they're like, okay, she did a great job. That's it. Then you see them go to them again. Oh, she did a great job. She did her hair again. Okay. Third time. Oh, she did a really great job. She does her hair often. She must really like the way she does her hair. And her hair is slayed. Maybe I should go to this person. It gets them thinking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you see somebody go to somebody consistently, it's like, okay, well, the product or the service must be good, because this person didn't just go to this person one time to get their hair done or get this product or service done. They keep going back. So it's something they have to offer. It's something good they have to offer. So you want to, do their hair consistently. When they see you, they see me. When they see you, they see. So it's like when you see me, you see her. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Basically, yeah. So people know that when you do this person's hair, they already know who did that girl's hair. They don't even have to look up, oh, who's the stylist. They know who did their hair. They go to them all the time. So definitely put that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it doesn't have to be anybody with 100,000 followers, 50K followers, 10K followers. It could just be that girl in the neighborhood. All you need is somebody in the neighborhood. Because it's not like people do come from out of state to get their hair done. I've had a fair share of people who've came from taking flights just to get their braids done by me. And yeah, start where you are, because in the beginning people are not going to do that. They might, not many. So stick where you are in your little circle, because that's where it starts. Oh, one more thing. I know I said models, get your friends, get your family and everything like that. Don't expect people to support you while you are on your come up. And I say that, and I'm so serious. Do not be, I heard like a kid scream. Do not be upset when somebody does not pay you. Or, I mean, not pay you, because you're going to pay me. Don't be upset when somebody does not want to book you, but they book somebody else that they don't even know from nowhere. Okay? I don't know what it is, but people are not going to pay you to do hair that you are very close with unless you really be doing the thing when you first start out, right? I feel like only now are people that I have grown up with, went to school with, people I know from around the way, only now have they really started booking me within the last 3 years. You have to get better. Now, they just don't want to book you because maybe you're just not where you at. You're not supposed to, you're not there yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. Eventually, when you be that girl, when you become that girl, when you become that stylist, they're going to want to book you. All right? And if they don't feel no way about it. Do not feel no way about it. Because it could be that you're too expensive now. Honey, because that'd be the problem. You're too expensive for them now. All right? But don't expect that. And I say that because I know, sometimes you might get in your feelings because you're like, well, I don't have no clients and, my friends are not really supporting me, although you are taking your models, but you take your models because you want to take your models. When you're ready and you're like, I might want to give a free hairstyle away, or I might want to give a style for $20, but that's for you because that helps you out. You do that. But don't have nobody come to you and be like, oh, can you do my hair for $20? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So, yeah, don't feel no way. Yeah, I promise you, your biggest supporter is a stranger. Your biggest supporter will be a stranger. If it's not, and it's your inner circle, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. But that's not how it's going to work for majority of the people out here trying to do their thing. And that goes for stylists. That goes for anybody in the beauty industry, service providers. That goes for somebody trying to start a clothing brand, whatever it is. Don't expect those people to support you, or especially not offer it. Some people just value their dollar, and they don't want just anybody playing in their head, and maybe you're just not there yet. So don't take it anyway. You're not there yet. They don't have the funds for you when you do become there. It's so many different reasons, and sometimes people just don't want to support you, and that's fine, because your biggest supporter is someone you don't even know. So I hope that kind of helps somebody. I do have a lot more to go tell you guys about, gaining clientele and things of that nature. But this is just something that I thought I would spit out real quick that just came to the top of my head. I'll do another video. Just let me know if you guys want the other video. And if you ask, you may receive. Peace, y'all. So deep, so deep. You got it, girl, you got it.